What up, guys? Welcome back. BrodieNeroTV. For the very first time, we're in Paris. It's kind of crazy because we started this project in Bali a little under a year ago, and now we're taking this shit global, so I'm hype. I'm here with my new friend, Sam Carlson. What's up,
bro?
Yo? All good?
Yeah, fine, good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, nice. This one is kind of off the fly, but super quickly we got into an interesting conversation about what's going on in the industry and everything. But for people to get a little bit familiar, could you tell us a bit about what you're up to now in the music scene?
Yeah, so I'm Sam Carlson. I play for Glitterbox party all around the world. I'm signed on different labels, especially house music, disco house labels like Disco Express in London, Big Love in London, Hindi House Records. It's a label from south of France. So yeah, that's me.
Staying busy. And you have a residency in Ibiza that you said it's already finished now?
At Hἱ IBIZA for Glitterbox. I play there.
Which room do you usually play in?
My favorite is the WC, the white corner.
Yes. To be honest, my favorite room too.
I think the energy there is, it's incomparable.
It's something special. Like these big rooms are cool because obviously you can put on a big show, get lots of people. But when you have these smaller spaces that are like intimate and everybody's right there with you.
Yeah, you can feel everything.
Yeah.
The energy. You can still look at the people deep in the eyes. You can see the dance.
Nice.
You can feel the sweat, everything. You know what I mean?
No, it's special for sure, for sure.
And I think it's a genius idea when they opened the Hἱ to say, okay, we're gonna put this booth in the middle of the WC. You know what I mean? And like
it's a brilliant idea.
600 person around you, and it's very central and. Yeah, it's very hard to describe, but it's an amazing. To be honest, one of my favorite places on earth to spin.
I'd have to say I'd agree with you, man. I haven't spun there yet, unfortunately. Hopefully, I'll get there one day.
You will.
But yeah, I hope so, man. Fingers crossed. Yeah. But as like a partier and a raver, I mean, I've been to Ibiza 2 times now, the last 2 years, and the ability to move around the club and have different experiences in the room. Yeah. And then again, the intimacy of being in the toilet simply.
And if you're talking about advertising yourself on the socials, to be honest, like having a nice video shot in this place is a good promo for you. You know. Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
When you have a good shot in this WC corner, is great.
Yeah, for sure, man. So I think it's a great topic to kind of dive right into it. We spoke a few minutes before about this, how there's a big change happening in the scene, in the industry in general, for better or for worse, subject to each person's opinion. The evolution of the scene and kind of losing what originally it was known for at its core, which is great music, a good party, dancing, culture, community, all of this. And we can see the advancement with technology, how it's reshaping the scene. And I think it's really easy to sit here and complain about how it used to be and how maybe not as enjoyable it is now for some. But I'm more curious your thought after having the discussion with you. Like, obviously we know that it's become more of a show versus being a proper rave and a proper party. But I'm curious, just to provoke your mind a little bit, like, what do you think the solution could be if this is the way it's going? Because it's like technology is going to continue to advance, right? And the world's going to continue to change. But how do you think, like, where do you think things should go to maintain the integrity of being the dance community, the rave community, and keeping that a part of it?
Very interesting question.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not this kind of old man. You see, the kind of old man like who say it was better before. It's not my POV, to be honest.
Okay.
What I think there is works for everybody, to be honest, but. We have to sit around the table and think about what is really the idea of clubbing, of having a party, It could be an amazing show with technology, but I think the main things, the main heroes have to be the dancer.
The patron, the GA, the guy paying the ticket, the girl
paying the ticket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That the real people in the club, they're the dancers. So DJ, you're not here to promote yourself, like to be a star. Just spin the best music you can with your heart. Be honest when you spin music, when you play music. Be honest, you know, with yourself, with the crowd. And you can use the best technology, the biggest screen in the world to do it, whatever. It's just, we have to feel that what you're doing is honest and true, you know? You know what, it's just the point.
Yeah.
For me, the main problem nowadays with the scene is like there is those people who come and say, oh, I'm a DJ after like 2 months because they just learn how to use the technology, you know, that's it.
And
but they
right,
don't know
right left,
anything about the culture of our music. They don't know where our music come from. They don't know the values of our music, you know. We don't have to, we have to be serious with house music, you know what I mean? It comes from a long way. It defends some very important values of, you know, acceptations, respect, dancing together. In our house we are all equals, no matter what your skin color is or what your sexuality is or whatever.
Yeah.
And those people now, there is some, not everybody of course, but there is some people they don't give a shit about all this stuff, and so the people who get in their party are the same. They, you know, just clubbers coming to have some good videos for the TikTok, and they don't know anything about our music.
Yeah.
So it's not, if the beginning, I think, sorry for my English, but if at the origin of a party, like the people who promote the party, who create a party, who owns a venue, if at the beginning those people knows those values and want to defend those values, it's going to be okay. Whatever you use the biggest technology or not, it's not the problem, you know.
Right.
I think, for example, you know, David Guetta, for example, I'm sure he's doing, like, now he's got this huge scenography with a monolink and everything.
Yeah.
But David, nobody can say that he don't know where he comes from. He's a DJ for so many years.
Right.
He knows everything about hip hop. He knows everything about Chicago house. He knows everything about garage, about New York house music. He knows that. So even if it's not my kind of music, but I got so much respect for what he is and what he's doing, because even he's doing big show, I know he knows where he comes from. He knows those values, you know.
Right.
But there is other people, I'm not going to say some names, but for me they're clowns, you know. They just come and say, okay, I saw a TikTok song and going to do a remix of a TikTok trend music, and that's it. And then you're going to have like 100 million streams in 1 month, and then they got a residency in some huge clubs. And for me, that's kill our business. Everybody have saw the, you know, those picture, those video on the socials of the people in the clubs, just, you know, nobody's dancing, just doing some videos with the phone.
Yeah.
How we can, how it happens, you know.
Yeah.
Something get wrong.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And I think it's not a question of the kind of music. It's not a question, like as you say, of the technology. It's not the real question. It's what you want to defend, what you want to give to the people, what you want to give to the world, you know.
Yeah.
I don't make music to make the world a better place, you know. I make music because it's the only thing that I know. It's the only thing I want to do, you know.
Wow, yeah.
When I wake up in the morning, I'm just thinking about my music, and when I go bed at night, I'm just thinking about my music. It's here.
Wow, I love
so
that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just doing stuff for yourself, and then we're going to create this connection with the people, you know. That's it.
Cool.
I think, yeah.
No, I love that, man. It's not, it's so, I guess the idea here is not to fight or resist the evolution and the changes that happen in the world and in the scene, but do your best to stay authentic and maintain those core values of what made the scene in the first place.
Whatever kind of music you do, you know, like I told you, it's not a question of, you know.
Yeah.
You can have your own taste, of course, you know. You want to defend one kind of music. For me, for example, I play house, Chicago house, funky house, disco house. I don't like Afro music. I don't like melodic techno, whatever. But I respect. And if I thought, like, you know, we don't play the same kind of music, but I can see when I look at you in your eyes, when I look at you in your eyes, I know you're honest. You know what I mean? So that's the point, you know.
Yeah.
We are all in the same family.
Yeah, for sure. No, I
Yeah.
appreciate that. You spoke a bit earlier before we started rolling on the camera about your relationship with Defected and how their core values and what they stand for really aligns with everything that you're speaking about now. Could you talk about your relationship with them and how you work with them and all the
Yeah,
time?
it's, you know, when I start when I've been signed on Big Love by Seamus Haji, is one of the R&R of Defected Records. You have this feeling that you join a family, that everybody in the label is working for those values. And when it blew my mind when I play for the first time at Defected Croatia, which is one of the main festival for Defected in Croatia.
Okay.
It's a festival on, you got maybe 8,000, 10,000 house heads only. Like, we can say it's not a big festival like Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
But something blew my mind is that everybody there, people coming from all around the world, from the UK, from Netherlands, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, some people from Croatia, of course, some people from United States, Canada. All those people came to the same place, and they all have the same values, and they all knows the house music, and they all knows the reason why they're here. It's very respectful. Everybody's taking care of each other. It's like a big family of 10,000 heads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it brings so much joy to my heart, like to realize that it still exists. We are in a world today, like everybody said, you know, due to the social, for a big part, people become more and more selfish, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
in a way.
narcissistic.
But sometimes there is those kind of things happen. Even sometimes you can see, for example, for the global warming, you can see all the young people now through the planets, and they're all together because they're taking care of those kind of question, you know.
Yeah.
What's happened in the Middle East is the same. You can see people can stand together for right cause, you know what I mean? And Defected, they always put those values of respect and good music, and all we're talking about in the middle of their decisions, you know, of what they do. So
cool.
And it's good as a DJ, and moreover as an artist, as a producer, is really good to be a part of this family, to be honest.
Wow, that's great. And how many years have you been associated with them like this?
Not associate, let's say it was like just after the COVID, so 5 years now, 4 years, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really happy to play for them. It's really nice and
cool.
You know,
cool.
Yeah.
Man, another question I have. This is a bit of a personal question, but I think you could probably relate to it.
Yeah.
So I'm staying in Bali now for the last few years, and over the last few years, I can say like literally 3 years ago, I could look forward to like hunting and digging for like unreleased and cool tracks that got me excited to play. And I wouldn't really have to worry so much about playing super familiar, engaging, open, let's say fun songs, to keep it in simple terms.
Yeah.
And over the last few years, and even now thinking about it, even touring in different countries, I noticed that if I go too underground or too unreleased, I'm losing the crowd. And it's like the crowd wants more familiarity, more vocals, more open, more even a commercial, I would say.
I get it, yeah.
And bro, I'm like, what's going on? Like, why does it seem like the scene has gotten a bit more commercialized? And I don't know if it's just in Afro House. I'm curious if it's across all genres. Like we were speaking about how Ibiza is nice to play because you can go have a very educated crowd, but not every crowd is like Ibiza around the world.
No, you're right.
Like,
but I think if I was mean, I would say you have the crowd that you deserve. You know, you have the crowd, not you, but in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the crowd, like, you know, we're talking about those people who get in a party and they're just here for filming for their socials. You know, if you bring those crowd to your party, is your problem. I mean, when I play for Glitterbox at HÍ, I've never saw that. I just see people dancing around me. Of course, there is some people making videos as like a souvenir.
Yeah, yeah.
But the main thing is like everybody's dancing.
Right.
But at HÍ IBIZA, you know, and there is other days, other artists, and there is only people on the cell phone. So you have the crowd you deserve, you know.
Wow.
But I think to answer your question, I think electronic music in general, I think maybe is the new. It's gonna be. It start to be the new big genre more than, especially in France. You know, urban music, hip hop was so huge for many years in France, and now it start to, you know, the balance start. Hip hop is still the best seller, but it start to go like this with electronic music. So it's true that because electronic music is more popular right now, maybe people to get in need some song that they know, or some melody that they already know, you know, that have been familiar to, you know. So maybe vocals help for that, you know, if they know, if they heard like electro pop songs with, you know, with verse and chorus, it's easy for them to get in. But it's a tough question, because you're right. If you want to play only underground during a 2-hour or 3-hour set, and to play only like release that you have dig and stuff like that, it's difficult.
Yeah, I just felt that the crowd in Bali and even other places, to be honest, were a little bit less receptive to unfamiliar songs.
How, for example, you explain that? How do you explain that?
How do I explain it?
Like in Bali, because your main stuff is in Bali. How you explain this in Bali?
Well, I would say that Afro house is really taken over and become quite poppy and quite commercialized. And it's like, man, I mean, I did one gig in Singapore, and I had 5. I said this on a previous podcast, but I had 5 people come up with their phone asking for kind music. And obviously kind music is doing something big and impactful to get that, and all the power to them. But I thought, man, like I got some great tracks here that like a few years ago I could play them and the crowd would still groove and just dance because it's great music. And I thought, just my perception, I'm not saying it's right or completely accurate, just my experience, I feel that electronic music is becoming more and more popular, which is a good thing, but almost like, is it a bit too commercialized, and now we can't dig for the more rare music now because people expect the more poppy songs? Like,
you're right. I think we have to. It's gonna be longer to be a DJ who play like non-commercial. I don't like this word. This
I hate to use it too.
Commercial, because the Beatles were commercials, and it's the most brilliant band ever. So no, it's not a question of being commercial or not. It's like easy stuff, we say.
Sure, that's nice terms.
Yeah, it's gonna take you more time to be to be recognized as to have a lot of gigs if you decided to be in this honesty, you know. If you decided to be very honest on that point, only playing the stuff you want to play, not easy music and everything. But you're gonna have more respect from the scene, you know.
Right.
And if you talk about kind of music, for example, those guys, they are producers for many years. You know what I mean? They're not being kind of music like this. They have, you know, Rampa, Adam Port. They were making music for like 15 years.
Big catalog.
You know.
And
they were really underground at the time. I don't think they totally choose what's happened to them, like become rock stars from a day to another, you know. They don't have to prove anything. They were already nice producers. The only difference now is that they earn a lot of money now.
True.
More than before. And maybe once you taste it, you don't want to stop.
Understandably too.
But then we can talk about hours and hours about those subjects. For me, the only question at the end is you and yourself. What I mean is, like, if I'm asking you how much you want to earn by month to feel free, for me, I got a number in my head. Okay, let's say if I earn 20K a month, I'm free, totally free. You know, I can travel as I want, going to restaurant with my friends from time to time. And I don't need 20 iPhones. I don't need 20 Ferraris, or I don't give a shit, you know. Okay, but there is other people, they want more and more. It's it's just between you and yourself, you know.
True. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So it's what you want to say to the world. Yeah, what do you want to let as a trace of your career, of your music? That's all those questions. Every artist are different. Like I told you, it's not my kind of. I'm not this kind of guy, but I respect people who, if they want to make more money. But yeah, if you want to make more money just by ruining our scene, okay, we're gonna have a problem there.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean?
You said a lot of great things that really resonate with me too, and I think
Yeah.
it's about, as you said, staying honest, what matters to you most, and how much, for example, yeah, I adapted the crowd because this is what they want, but how much longer and to what degree do I want to compromise? This is what I have to decide for myself.
Yeah.
Think about. Cool.
Very important question.
Yeah, I love it. Bro, I want to ask you one more question. I
Yeah.
ask it to a lot of the guests. So we spoke a lot about the scene and its evolution, technology, what's right, what's wrong, integrity, authenticity, all of these things. If you could speak to someone that is looking for 3 gems of advice, an up-and-coming DJ producer now in 2025, with all your experience and everything that's important to you, what's 3 gems of wisdom or advice you could give them if, let's say, they're a local DJ here in Paris with international dreams?
Yeah, that's a really nice question.
Yeah.
First of all, make music for good reason. Don't make music for the fame or the money. It's not good reason for being an artist. Make music because it's in your heart. So that's the second advice I say. Everything you have to do has to come from your heart. That's you don't have to lie to the people, and it could work. Some liars, some people lie to the crowd and they become huge.
Can happen.
Yeah. Anyway, but like I told before, it's just between you and yourself. So yeah, be honest with yourself, doing stuff from your heart, and never give up.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, fall dance 5 times, get up 6. It's stuck. You have to be stuck. It's not like being stuck on a dream. It's like there is a sentence from Saint-Exupéry, the French writers that I love. He say, sorry for my English, but he say, don't dream your life, but live your dreams. Yeah, that's
Nice.
it. You don't have to. Yeah. Go to work hard with honesty, and be a hard worker. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, I spend I can spend 12 hours a day in my studio, and when I back at home, spend some time to dig some music on internet. And being an artist, and especially being a DJ, it's a work. It's a real work. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You have to. People have to understand that it's not because I know now is a trend. I can buy a Pioneer controller,
it's
and
crazy,
suddenly,
bro.
okay, I am a DJ.
Don't get me started.
No,
Yeah.
We don't know each other very well, but I know I know you. You told me you come from Canada and you're 38 and you're DJ for a long time. It's a path. It's a way.
Yeah.
Be a hard worker and be respectful to the others. You don't have to judge the people. Just do your stuff. Don't use your energy to hate people, to hate other artists who succeed. Like I told you, this kind of Afro scene is not my stuff, but I'm not using my energy to hate them.
Right.
Do your stuff.
Yeah.
We have different point of view on some subject.
Yeah.
I'm doing my stuff, and that's it.
Love it, man. Lots of value.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
It was good. Really, thanks for having me, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brodie Nero, Sam Carlson exclusive from Paris. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, leave a comment. We'll see you in the next episode. Love.
Bye.